Okay, so I've been wanting to share my story with you for some time now. I attended Catholic school my entire life, kindergarten through 8th grade at OLA, high school at Austin Prep, and college at Merrimack College. After moving back to Lynnfield 7 years ago, I began attending Calvary, almost a year and a half ago when I turned 40. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. Sundays have become my favorite day of the week. My mom used to make my sister and I go to church across the street every Sunday when we were little, and I dreaded it. I decided I would never drag my own kids to church. They are free to come with me to Calvary if they want to. And guess what? My 6-year-old daughter chooses to come here to church with me every single week. Over the past 16 months or so, we have only missed a few Sundays because of travel or sickness. I share my 15-year-old son with his dad 50-50, so he's only with me every other Sunday. But guess what? He chooses to come with us every Sunday that he's here in Lynnfield. Many miracles have taken place in our lives this past year. The biggest one is my dad. I was moved to finally write this email and share my story as we reached the 1-year anniversary of my dad post-op. Last January 18th, my dad had triple bypass surgery. There was a complication, and they had to open him back up again the same day of his surgery to stop his heart from bleeding. The doctors explained that it was essentially 2 open heart surgeries on the same day. My dad is 77 years old, so that was a lot for his body. He was on life support for weeks with a ventilator and feeding tubes. Ultimately, he spent 6 whole months in the hospital recovering. The doctors later told me that my dad was at Heaven's Gate. You see, my mom went to heaven back in April of 2020, so I was praying extra hard during those months for my dad to get better. I was coming here to church on Sundays and popping in during the week to the chapel to say a quick prayer and filling out endless prayer cards. Well, I never gave up hope, and my dad finally came home. Now, 1 year later, he not only no longer needs a wheelchair, but he no longer uses a walker either. I believe in miracles, and I'm forever grateful I found a home and support in Calvary.